What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing a soft plastic torture test. So I bought 3 different baits off of Amazon to do a torture test. I'm just going to like stretch them, and then I'm going to put like some under my foot, and I'm going to like stomp on them and rub them against the concrete. And the next test will be, we'll just poke a hole through it and then tie it onto like a spinning rod, and we're just going to drag it up and forth concrete and see which one has the most damage at the end. So the first bait we got are some Z-Man Ned Rig baits, as you can tell right there. Read that if you're into that. And then I've got some Zoom Speed worms. These are green pumpkin. And then these, I just got some black and blue Yum Dingers. Tell right there. So we're just gonna be doing 3 different tests, and we're gonna see which bait holds up the best. I'm gonna put a personal bet down. None of this is sponsored whatsoever, but I honestly feel like the Z-Man baits are gonna be the best. But we're gonna hop right into the test, and we're gonna see which one does do the best. All right, up first we've got the torture test, and the first bait we're gonna start with is the Yum Dinger. If I can get this pack open. So we're gonna start with torture test on the Yum Dinger, and I'm gonna rate it on a 1-0 scale on how easy it was to break. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Oh, that not bad, but I feel like they could do better. So it broke right there, right on top of the hook plant, right there, as you can tell, right on top. So next, I rate that on a scale of 1 to 5. I rate that at about a 3. The next bait we're gonna do the Yum Speed worms. The tail's not gonna make much of a difference. We're just mainly focusing on the amount of torture that we can put these at. All right, now we've got the Yum Dinger, or the Zoom Speed worm. That broke at about, I'll give that a 3.5. A little bit better than the Yum. But next we've got the Z-Man. I'm gonna go ahead. As soon as I get this out of the pack and I pinch it, that's full right there, and then I pinch it, I can almost get it like flat. Wow. So we're just gonna go ahead and stretch this. I'm stretching it out of the frame. Look at that. That is crazy. I'm actually putting effort into this, and it's not breaking. It's just not breaking. Not breaking. Oh, it snapped. It broke and snapped right there. I had to like torque on it pretty hard for it to get to do anything. But as you can tell, it broke right there. And I have to rate this at honestly a 5, because this one was most definitely the hardest to break. So in the number 3 spot, we have the Yum Dinger, black and blue Yum Dinger. Colors and shape didn't really matter. But second place, we have green pumpkin speed worm. And then next, in first place, we have the Z-Man. So we're gonna go ahead and hop right to the next. All right, so we're back for the second test. And this test, I'm just gonna set you guys up on the ground, and then I'm going to lay a bait out on the ground, and then I'm going to put my foot on it. I'm just gonna like stomp and roll my foot around on it and see which one stands up and holds up the best. So we'll see. All right, the first bait we're starting out with is the Yum Dingers right here, as you can tell. So we're just gonna set one out on this piece of tape right here in front of me, and we're just gonna start the test on rubbing it on the concrete and seeing which one lasts the best. So this is this kind of stuff. Just gonna roll it and smash it on the concrete. Do this kind of stuff to it and see which one has the most damage at the end. Alright, so wow. This one took some pretty heavy heat. As we can see there, it's all torn up right there. Absolutely demolished. So as of now, this is in first place because it's been the only bait to be tested. So next, I'm gonna lay out the speed worm right here, as you can tell. Put it right there. We're gonna do the same kind of stuff to it. Roll it on the ground, roll it, stomp on it, get it all dirty. Alright, I'll say we've done enough to this one. Wow, this one just kind of like bonded together once it got ripped. Let's pull it apart. This one's pretty messed up, but I did the same amount of twist onto my foot. I counted for the Yum and the Zoom, so that's pretty even. But I say the Zoom is in first now, and the Yum is in second. I'm not hating on any of these companies. This is just a straight torture test just to see which one is the best. So next, we've got the Z-Man baits. I'm gonna lay this one out right here. It's hard to see because it's so small, but it's right there. And we're just gonna do the same kind of stuff with it. Just roll it around, stomp on it. Roll it around. Now we're gonna do the twist. See how this does. Ooh. Alright. This bait has a couple little nicks, as you can tell, like right there. But this bait all around did really well. This bait is outstanding. This is wonderful. This bait is doing really well. So we have our first place bait right here, the Z-Man. Second place bait is the Zoom. Has some minor damage. And this third place bait is the Yum. It has some pretty major damage, as you can tell right there on the top. But right now, the Zoom, or the Z-Man, is in the lead for the best bait so far. But we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see you guys at the next test, which is the one with the fishing rod. See you there. Alright, so we're back, guys. We're about to start the third test. This is where I tied 3 different baits on 3 different spinning rods, and I'm gonna cast them down my driveway 10 different times on each bait, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys the results on the damage to each bait. So I got each bait rigged up on a rod right here. I got the speed worm rigged up on this rod right here, the Yum on this rod right here, and the Z-Man on this rod right here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start the test, and we're gonna see which one does the best. Alright, so I'm gonna show you cast 1 for each bait, and I think for this one we're gonna start with the Z-Man. So this is cast 1, and then I'll edit back to y'all when I'm done with each bait. So here we go, we're rolling back in, bounce along the concrete, give a rip every once in a while. And that's cast 1 for the Z-Man. So I'll catch up with y'all when we cast. Alright, so after 10 casts on the Z-Man, we've got this. Honestly, for me to say, there's absolutely no damage. There's a couple of nicks just a few couple of nicks. But that's it for the Z-Man. Not much to say for the Z-Man. They did really well on that test. So I'll see you guys when we get to the Yum. Alright, so now we're on the Yum Dinger. And we're going to go ahead and start the test. And like I said on the last one, I'm going to show you the first cast for each bait. So we're going to go ahead and start the first cast. Well, I just hit my other rod, but we got the first cast on the Yum Dinger. And after the first cast, that's what we've got so far. Pretty much just dirtiness after the first cast. So I'll see you guys when we're done throwing this. Alright, so I got some news. The Yum Dinger actually broke off, the plastic ripped. So that's gonna be a DNF for the Yum Dinger. So right now the Yum Dinger is sitting in second, and the Z-Man is sitting in first because that's the only 2 baits that we've done. But now we have the speed worm to do. So we're gonna test the speed worm, and I'm gonna show you all the first cast, and then I'll get back with y'all after the 10 casts. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the first cast for the Yum. Or for the Zoom, excuse me. So we're reeling it in now. And after the first cast, that's the damage that we got so far, which is absolutely none. But I'll catch up with y'all once we finish all the 10 casts. Alright, so we're done with the 10 casts. And after all 10 casts, it's kind of bent, as you can tell right there. And it's just got some road rash. I don't know if y'all can see that on the camera, but it's kind of just got some road rash. So, first place is again gonna have to go to the Z-Man. Honestly, I thought the Z-Man was gonna win, but it honestly blew me out of the water how well the bait performed. But first place we have the Z-Man. Second place we have the Zoom, and then third place, we have the Yum. It got a DNF because it broke off, and the line didn't break, and the knot was the same as the other two. The plastic actually broke. So overall for the test, the only bait that won any competitions, which was surprising, was the Z-Man. So I'm gonna have to give the entire competition to the Z-Man. But thank you guys for watching today's video. And remember, none of this was sponsored. But if you'd like to see more videos like this, drop down in the comments and tell me. Give me more video ideas. But right now it's getting almost springtime, so the fishing's starting to get good. And then I might drop a couple turkey hunting videos and definitely some crappie fishing videos. So be looking for those. But if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I post and you can see all the videos. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.